dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye-ya, bye-ya, bye-ya. In a Menudo direct fashion, you guys already see the thumbnail, so you know what it is. But before we get into the content of the day, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on also, that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support. We're going up, man, and it's all because of you. You did that, right? Not me. Jay Diggs, you know what I mean? Fuck WACK100. That motherfucker, hey, he did his thing. So Jay Diggs decides to pull up, man, to the 49er game. Everybody knows he's a big 49er fan. And he pulled up to the tailgate and he performed the WACK100 song. Now, if you guys don't know, there's been a beef going on with Jay Diggs and WACK100 for a good minute, a cool minute. And the reason why that's been going on for a cool minute is because WACK100 liked to bump baking soda breath on the door, right? He bumped his gums like he usually does, calls out people, disrespects people, and then backs up. You know what I mean? Instead of doing the Chester Cheetah and do the ay, and pulling up and handling his business, he just continues to run his fucking neck muscles, his suck muscles, in the words of Big Box, right? And does his thing. And then when the individual calls him out or gets mad or upset, you know, WACK100 either shines it on or finds an excuse or a reason to not pull up. But in this case, he messed with the wrong one. Oh, yes, you fucked with the wrong one. You know you done fucked up, right, blood? You know, on Paru, you done messed up. And because he decided to go in on the boss of the Bay, Jay Diggs, who's a very well-known gangster in the streets, man. Not only is he a rapper, but he's certified. Doesn't got to get verified because he's been that in the Bay, man. There's a lot of individuals that know exactly what it is with Jay Diggs, man. The pull-up is real. The gangsterism is real, man. He puts it down. He's a very big stepper, man, in Northern California. He's a Northern California representative, right? And in the Bay Area, these brothers don't play. See, they hit different. You know, and especially Jay Diggs, when you have that resume, you have that persona, everybody knows what it is, man. You're a hitter in real life, you know, in and out of prison. Most people don't do tomfoolery with your name. They don't fool with his name like that. But of course, WACK100 says, I ain't scared, right? Sounding like Shaggy and Ruffy Roo, right? The Vaulto's going to say whatever he chooses to say. Of course, Jay Diggs felt some type of way, decided to tell him, you know what, let's do this. Again, WACK100 don't want to do that, so he doubled down with the song called WACK100, right? That motherfucker goes too. I slap it every day, right? Now, he pulls up to the 49er game, Jay Diggs, and he doubles down hardcore, man. He performs the song right there at the tailgate party. You see a gang of Latinos representing, man. Certified Rilla. Straight killer, right? A lot of Latinos were right there. Mexicanos, raza, they were fucking in the mix, man. Of course, you know, you got WACK100, you know, from a distance, probably watching this. I'm sure he's seen it. And he doesn't say nothing. Jay Diggs is not going to let it go till he throws them hands, homes. That's what WACK100 needs to understand is he fucked up this time. This time he ran into someone who's not going to... There's never going to be a no jumper episode, man, where these two are sitting down talking it out. Sorry, Adam. I know that would be nice, but it's not going to happen. You know, because Jay Diggs is one of those guys that until he sees some hands being thrown at him or until you pull up and have that conversation in real life, eye to eye, there's never going to be no rest in this man. This man does not turn down nothing, and he doesn't deal or fool with people that do. You know, so I think in this case, WACK100 overstepped his boundaries and he really fucked up because this man is not going to let it go. See, he's going to have to live with the fact that this guy's performing this, you know, throughout California, man, and will pull up one day if he figures shit out. Now, of course, WACK100 feels like his money, his integrity, what he has, you know, he ain't tripping. It's all Hollywood, man. This fool ain't nothing. But when you're fooling with the motherfucker who's really been in the trenches, in the streets like that, like someone to Jay Diggs caliber, man, you need to watch out. This is the type of dude that will find you. He's not going to go looking for you. He's not going to go hunting you, you know, but he will find you. And when he does, man, he's going to apply super pressure. It's just what it is, man. It's actually looking like a north-south thing, kind of like with norteños and sureños when, you know, they're not really tripping off each other in some instances, but in some cases they do. And they find each other constantly, right? It's the same thing right here. We have a Northern California rapper versus Southern California rapper, right? And I best believe, man, in this case, not because I play the north-south shit, but I think even the Sureños say we have to roll with Jay Diggs. You know what I mean? Now I could be totally off base, man. It could be a thing where fucking Wack, you know, can throw them things. One never knows, huh, Cash Jones? But I can tell you up close and personally, man, I know that's not the case, man. I think Jay Diggs got you. So anyways, yeah, Jay Diggs did perform at the Green Bay 49er game, man. Clowned on Wack. It's going viral on social media. I've seen it all over TikTok. You see the thumbnail. That's a clipping from the performance. I would show you a little bit of the performance here, but I don't want to hurt Wack's little old bitty heart, right? That's just not my thing. You know, again, man, I don't really have too much against WACK100. His business is his business. He has mentioned my name in the past. He said a few things about me on Instagram that were very untrue, man. And right there, with that being said, so I was scared. I just have to poke the bear, right? I just have to put some salt in the wound. Not that I want any animosity or I'm trying to get in black business, but I'm just keeping it real, bro. Jay Diggs is going to get you and beat you up. So just, you know, let that go. You know, and hopefully it doesn't come to that point. Violence is you know, silence is always better than violence. It's good to just let things go. But obviously, a year later, Jay Diggs is still going in on you, and WACK100, the most gangsterous motherfucker in LA or Pacas, right? That goes walking around talking about he's going to beat everyone up and he got the tapes and I got the tape, right? And all that. Sure, when it comes to Jay Diggs, he gets you get highly explosive, right? He gets very upset and doesn't want to go that route. So be it, you know, to each their own. But I wanted to talk about another thing that happened, man. Not only that, because it seems like WACK100 to me, man, is trying to set people up. You know, I'm just going to keep it real, gente. And when I say this, watch out. You know, and I do this video because I don't want any of my black and my brown brothers to have association or get caught up in a situation where, man, again, it can be very explosive. You don't want to get caught up. Guard. They don't want to get caught up. Because then you're going to end up in two places, man. Either in the dirt, man, with a whole bunch of your homeboys and cousins carrying you, or you're going to end up in a situation where you're there sitting in a motherfucking cold-ass cell using a fucking roll of toilet paper as a pillow because someone done told on you, right? Get no whack? This whole big Nipsey Hussle situation, man, there's always been skepticism and a lot of people speaking on it. You know, unfortunately, we lost a real one, a legend, Nipsey Hussle, man. He was gunned down in LA in South Central in front of his store. And we'll never get that back, man. Just like we'll never get Pac back. And we'll never get these ones who we consider real ones, you know, advocates for the voice of the people on the streets. We'll never get them back. It seems like the real ones we lose early. That's just how it is. And the fakery sticks around, right? So when Nipsey Hussle got downed, man, there was a lot of people very upset because he was the voice for his people. He was the one that was out there trying to rock a good narrative, man. He was showing people what it was and what it is to be still real 10 toes down in the streets, but make something out of yourself, man. And that's playing that fine line, and only some can do it. Not all can, you know. When you're out there revolutionizing the streets for the people, being the voice, speaking the real, and at the same time maintaining as well as functioning as an active gang member, it's hard to do, eh? Not a lot can do it. So he gets gunned down by someone who's supposedly from his same neighborhood. And, you know, so be it. That individual, we already know shitty cuz what he's going to go through, man, incarcerated. And like I said, I don't wish nothing upon anyone. But, man, sometimes you make your bed a la Nipsey Hussle. Like he says, man, you have to lie in it. And that's just it. So, you know, pobrecito shitty cuz. We already seen his big old black eye, you know, in the county. Of course, the Mexicans got him, right? When do the Mexicans not handle business? So let's look at that cop, Derek Chauvin. I'll bet that it wasn't a Mexican in good standing, but it was a Mexican, or it was someone from a Mexican gang, right? If you guys want to get technical, because vatos do. Trip out, right? So I'm watching this No Jumper, I believe, episode. It pops up, you know, and as long as I don't see Adam's fucking mug or mascara, I'll tune in, right? So I'm watching, and they got this guy who's supposedly from 60 Crip, right, on there. They're interviewing him, and like I said, man, it used to be all about rappers. It used to be all about, you know, rocking the good rhyme on No Jumper, but now it's about chisme, comadre shit, and fucking, and just, I don't understand where that channel went, but that's where it was, right? And I see fucking fat-faced WACK100 right there, Bubble Butt himself, interviewing a guy from 60s, right? After I know he had so much pleito with the city. I don't understand how it is, right? But he's interviewing this guy, and they start talking about the Nipsey Hussle situation. Still bringing that old case up, right? There's already been a man convicted of the case, you know? And I know that WACK100 has some type of animosity, envy, jealousy. I don't know what it is with Big U out of LA, you know, from allegedly from the 60s. But he seems to have some type of chip on his shoulder when it comes to that individual. It seems like a lot of people do, right? You know, I see a lot of he said, she said, hearsay all up in the in the comments, people, feel one way or they feel the other. Now, anything I've ever heard about Big U, man, he's a real one. Inside and outside of prison, that dude did his time, did his term, did his number, discharged, gave it back a couple times, right? He's very well known, okay? Very well known, certified and verified, and that's just it. But, black business is black business. But I'm going to overstep my boundaries just one time for my mind, because I know there's a lot of black brothers that watch this, man, and they feel me. So why, and you tell me this, people, leave a comment, why does it seem like WACK100 is trying to throw Big U's name out there, or having other individuals throw his name out there and trying to get this vato caught up on the Nipsey Hussle case? Come on, bro. It gets real on this social media. We all seen what happened with Keefe D opening his big fat fucking chop suckers, right? That vato opened his big mouth, and where does he sit right now? Locked up for Tupac's case, right? For his murder. So now, when you bring an individual onto your channel, and this reflects on you, Adam 16, because you allowed it to happen, right? Even though you can't stir where the conversation is going, you still dropped that video. You put them clips out there, man. So if anything, puto, happens to Big U and he happens to get talked to, incarcerated, someone knocks at his door, next morning opens up his eyes, guns and badges, blue suits and white guys. Well, guess what, Adam? You participated in the association and having that there and releasing that video. Anyways, there's a conversation between this guy and WACK100 where the guy mentions that Big U gave him a phone call. Called him, right? About 30 minutes prior to Nipsey passing, right? Or being shot. And that Big U, I guess they're friends, so this guy's on a friendly basis with Nip, you, whatever. I'm sure, hey, I got a lot of homeboys from my neighborhood, man. We were like that. We'd all call each other, what's up, bro? No matter of star status, who somebody was. I don't give a fuck if you played in an episode in the background of Married with Children. I said, fuck, you're not Bud Bundy. Call me, right? So this vato, Big U calls him, right? Or he calls Big U and they conversate about 30 minutes prior to Nip getting hit. He says Big U tells him, hey, Nip just got smoked, basically. He just passed. So the homie's kind of confused, like, serio? Right? Damn, bro. So he immediately calls Nip. It can't be so. It shan't be so, right? And Nip answers, what's up, cuz? Right? Hey, Nip, damn, man. And instead of telling Nip, hey, man, guess what? You just told me fucking you got hit, bro. Shit, I'm tripping. No, all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, okay, bro. What's that? Look, I call bullshit. I call setup. If you guys don't see it, I'm going to tell you how I see it, right? My perspective. First of all, if a homie calls me and says, hey, the homeboy Perico just got hit. What? Fool, hey, I got to go, I'm calling Perico to see if it's real, right? And if Perico answers, I'm going to be like, fool, Bubba just told me you got hit, fool. That fool's a liar in a fat mouth. Damn, bro, I'm glad you're good, bro. I'm not going to think, oh, you better get away. They're setting you up, right? And none of that. That's not the way we play. It's just kind of like, damn, bro, homeboy be fucking playing too much, I'm going to fuck around and shoot him, right? And that's it. Don't you think that's what the normal person would do? Let their homeboy know? But this guy is saying, no, I didn't, right? So basically, they try to throw a story out there like, okay, 30 minutes later, that he's getting a call from his homeboys. Hey, guess what? Nip just got down. This is real life, right? It happened. We all know it happened. So basically, he's trying to throw out there like Big U knew this was going to happen prior to it happening. All on social media, all up in WACK100's area and space, right? All up on Adam's channel. Again, drama, right? And let me tell you what happens. Instead of just letting it go and just saying, WACK100 says, so you're saying Big U knew about it. So he wants to basically double down his own way on that, kind of bring that to light, right? I know it makes for drama and it makes for bad news, but at the end of the day, man, you're putting someone in danger. For someone that's, oh, I don't fuck with no rap. I'm solid in the streets. You sure sat down with 6ix9ine and now you're sitting down with another individual, man, and you guys are basically slandering and smutting up Big U's name. There is no statute of limitations, ba also. Stop trying to get people implemented and implicated in fucking in an old school case, man. And then dropping it on social media so everyone can make their assumption. Like myself and everybody could assume that Big U has something to do with it. Whether he did or not, hey, that's the street shit, bro. That's not internet shit. Everybody wants to say everything on the internet. Hey, guess what happened? Hey, guess what happened? You know what I mean? That's why The precursor to what I'm talking about right now was the Jay Diggs video, because everybody's out there saying, hey, guess what happened, eh? Guess what happened? Myself included, right? Guess what happened? But no harm, no foul. See, it's just a guy at a 49er game doing a rap concert, man, clowning and letting everybody know what we already know, is that this Vault Wack bumped his baking soda breath on the door wolf cases, right? Wolf tickets. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like an old E40 in the click CD. And then at the end of the day, we'll never pull up. We know that. But then that same individual, and I'm trying to show you how that individual, man, continues to be the thorn in the side of real game, right? You know, not Jay Diggs, whack, right? Whack, 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 that Vato, you know, right? And he fucking goes over there, and on the other side, bro, he wants to try to put someone, implicate or involve someone in a fucking murder investigation, bro, or case. I mean, it's a closed case, man, but it ain't nothing for a motherfucker Fed to open that book back up and read it. You know, when you're putting shit out there, we just see what happened with Keefe D. What is it, man? Why are people trying to eradicate or eliminate Big U off the planet of Earth, right? Why are they trying to get rid of him? You know, whether this guy was in the game and it was real tricky, that was his hood business. That was his thing, man. You know, real gangsters just lasagna. They just quiet, bro. Just push. You can't sit here and play the role and live off a gangster's backbone, hums in the sweat of their brow, and then be quick to fucking sit down in social media in front of millions of people and be like, oh, so he did what? Right? No. That ain't gangster. You know what that is? That's telling, hums. 6ix9ine recipe. Right there for reals. In real life. So anyways, man, that's pretty much what happened over the weekend. That's the latest. This is the way I see it, gente. You know, that just lets you guys know, for the Chicano rappers out there and the people that lightweight deal with this guy, you know, stay away, bro. You know, and I don't hate WACK100 by any means. I don't, man. I don't. If anything, you know, when I first started this YouTube shit, you know, I told a story and I had a lot of respect for him being a YA baby and doing his time and being an entrepreneur who blew up, who got it out the mud, man. You know, I respect people who get it out the dirt and the mud. People who don't have that silver spoon. Not people like Adam. I don't respect him, right? People that are given money and a platform. Nah, I don't like that, right? But people that really work hard for it, scrape by, homie, and make something of themselves. That's why I got a lot of respect for that Vault Lefty gunplay, for even Swifty Blue. I got a lot of respect for a lot of Northern California rappers, because we have nothing. There's Vatos that don't got shit. They ate off a food stamp, off an EBT card. Everybody knows about the EBT twist. So I need some gas. Hey, here's 100 for 50. Everyone went through the struggle. Real G's, do real things, hood shit. You know, and I know that Wack has been through some hood shit, man. You know, he lived next door to some paisas fighting roosters. He know what it is to eat chicken mole, right? And then, of course, you know, I know that Jay Diggs has got it up out the mud himself, man, being from the Vallejo area. That area right there is vicious, especially on the crest, right? I'm telling you, man, you can wiggle through the crest, and if it's the wrong time of night, you ain't going to wiggle out. It's right there next to the Discovery Kingdom. Yes, on the Red Roof Inn down the street. I know, right? Facts in real life. So anyways, the fucking pleito between WACK100 and Jay Diggs moves on and carries on, bro. Jay Diggs is out there in the streets, homie. Not in the house. Catch me outside. How about that, right? He's out there at Niner games going in on Wack, man. And instead, Wack is, meanwhile, he's fucking kicking back in a comfortable ass air-conditioned studio. The white man got you. Don't trip, right? Adam, and he's rocking a fucking narrative trying to get this fool Big U caught up. Now, what happens if Big U does get caught up on this situation? If they do start asking questions, if they believe, right? Oh, so Wack's gonna be like, oh, well, that's what you get. You know what I mean? You should never. No. That's what you get, puto, for fucking bringing it out there. If there's an old case that people know about, that's why social media is it's blasphemous, right? And it sucks because there's a lot of things you have to toe the line when you're a content creator. I might know some things, and you might know some things about some things, right? And you got to watch what you say, because best believe everybody in the whole goddamn world is watching, man, and waiting for someone to slip up so that way they can go snatch people up. That's what it's all about. It's a big business, man. And when you're basically doing their job for them, you're investigating. So, was it 30 minutes or was it 28 and 37 seconds? You know what I mean? Damn, you done put them in the motherfucking, in the caja, homie. Anyways, with that being said, that's just what it is, man. I hope you guys have a beautiful day and blessed day, man. Like I said, I'm not into spreading cheese, man, talking shit, but I just did a little bit. ¿Sabes qué? It'd be like that sometimes. That's a recap. That's called the weekend recap. You know, for the brothers that are going to get at me, hey, don't be a brother businessman, shit. You can have that, homie. You know what I mean? My respects to the black brothers that are striving and stomping in their steel toes headed for the murder show, right? Not the ones that are stomping in their steel toes and headed to the back of the po-po, you know, because the cop car is waiting. And if you got motherfucker your own peoples out there, put it out there, man, So what you're saying is he was involved, right? No. Fuck that and him. Wiggle. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose, get everything that you want coming, and remember at the end of the day, fuck Wack 100. I'm a motherfucking G. I done it. That motherfucker was going in, right? J Diggs, man, a real one, certified. With that being said, get it, gente. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's gonna be the head that wears the crown. I'm gonna continue to strive, strive, and be the voice of the realness, man. And just let you guys know, fuck, man, what's this world coming to today? Now social media, they'll just say it all, huh? No, but for reals, man, I think he was involved. Nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big U, man. Leave that man's name up off the internet. He don't want it out there, man. Shout out to everybody who was at that motherfucking concert filming themselves. Shout out to the 49er fan. You guys did it, eh? It's all a setup. It's scripted. Bang, bang. Gunna gang.